In the end, that means Alberta's government ended the fiscal year with a surplus of $3.9 billion compared to the $3.4 billion deficit forecasted at the end of the third quarter.
So the fact that Alberta's treasury is enjoying a significant windfall is, of course, entirely due to the price of oil and has very little to do with UCP management tactics. What is true, though, is that even while that's happening, is that Alberta families are not experiencing a windfall of any type. What we know is that we have 40-year highs in inflation, and that has been made worse by a government that has downloaded multiple different fees and costs onto families in the meantime. And we heard a report today about how low-income families are experiencing a 10% inflation rate just this year alone. So it is incumbent upon this government to actually govern and use these funds wisely.
We need to react responsibly right now when we find ourselves in a position where we're getting large surpluses from oil and gas revenue. And so that's why we're laying out a plan as a government right now to try to focus on three areas with this revenue. One is to invest in the future through investments in the Heritage Trust Fund. Second is to focus on dealing with the debt that we have inherited as a government and as a province. And then lastly, making sure that we're in the best possible spot to respond to whatever may come. One thing that this oil and gas revenue shift shows is how volatile the world is and how little us as a subnational government can control that situation. So I think it's incumbent upon us at the moment to make sure that we strategically use these resources to help Albertans through those issues right now, particularly around inflation and affordability, but do it in such a way that we don't create problems for future governments when those oil and gas prices come back down.